Alcatel-Lucent 1353 Network Management Server Training Video Part 2. In this video, we will talk about the topology view application and the different components of the topology manager. We will also talk about how to navigate through and how to perform operation and maintenance activities using the available tools. Let us start with the topology view application main window. This is a topology view application main window. It's divided into 4 work areas. You have the menu bar on top. You have the tools bar just under the menu bar. You also have the working area, which is divided into 3 parts. You have the tree area on the left, and you have the tree area on the top left. You have the overview area on the bottom left and the view area on the right. You also have the information area. This area is divided into 2 parts. On the left, you have the message area, and on the right, just before the Alcatel logo, you have the console button. The TVA main window has work areas that can be resized. They are actually divided by vertical and horizontal separators, and you can adjust, resize the window like this, and like this, depending on what you want. You can also hide the views by clicking on the arrows. You can hide the tree area. You can also hide the overview area like this, and you can restore like this. You can hide the view area like this, and you can restore like this. Now, let us talk about each individual areas. First, I will talk about the tree area. The tree area represents the network topology in an hierarchy format. You have the parent view, which is the root view, and it has the child view created underneath the tree view. You can shrink or expand by clicking this button. Now, let me walk you through the individual areas on the TVA main window. First, the tree area represents the network topology elements in a hierarchy format. You have the root view, the main tree or the parent tree at the top, which can be expanded to show the child view. These child views represent each clusters with the network elements, and it can also be shrinked in by using that button. At the bottom, you have the overview area that displays the current map. If you click to change, you discover that the current map overview is seen at the bottom, and on the right, which is the view area, you see the complete view of the current map. Also on the view area, you have different colors of the NEs, which represent the status of the NEs. The green means there is no alarm, which is a normal state. The yellow means minor alarm. The orange indicates a major alarm, and the blue indicates a critical alarm. You have also the case of a red, like in this NE, which indicates a critical alarm status. The view area is a very important area, and we will talk more about it throughout this course. At the bottom, you have the information. Main window is the information area. To the left, you have the message area, which gives you information. If you notice, take a look at that area. If I roll my button here, it gives me copy the selection. See, delete selected symbols from this view. It basically, zoom box, basically provides you information about the actions you need to take. It's more or less like an information box. Just to the right, next to the Alcatel logo, is a console button. If you click on it, it opens the console window that captures error messages and information. You can close it. The toolbar contains icons that you often use to perform the TVA functionalities. Like you have the go to top level view, go backward, the related view, cut, paste, delete selected, zoom box. These are icons that we will treat later, but this gives you easy access to this icon. The main menu consists of pull down menus that gives access to most TVA functionalities, and we will treat each and every one of them during the course of this training. We'll start up with the file menu. You can create a new map if you click this, and after your confirmation you can create a new map. You can set the map parameters with this and input the map comments, synthesis engine or synthesis setup. Okay, here the synthesis engine propagates alarm based on set down criteria. You have the operational state with the default synthesis mode. You have the communication state with the default synthesis mode. You can also set 3 types of synthesis mode on the alarm status. You have the critical, the threshold value, and the default. For the most critical option, you click the OK button. If you look at the tree area, you will notice different colors by the side of each view, the parent view and the child view. This represents the synthesis, the colors generated by the synthesis engine. Where you have green, it indicates that all network elements under this map is free of alarm, that is in the normal state. When you have orange, which indicates major, it indicates that the most critical alarm on this NE has the major alarm. If you check the most critical alarm status on each of these views of each of these maps, having the orange status is major. And if you look at this with red, the most critical alarm here has a critical status. Look at this. And also on the road view, remember this NE has critical status, so the most critical alarm generated by the synthesis engine is critical. We can also change the map parameters, alarm status, to the threshold value. Basically, the color changes based on the percentage threshold set by the synthesis engine. If we change it to the default value, click OK button, you notice also a change. The green color here indicates that all NEs are in the normal status, while the warning status indicates that one NE is abnormal and the others are normal. Look at this, same with this. In the minor, it indicates that more than one NE is normal and more than one NE is abnormal. This is it. Okay, showing you that some NEs are normal and some are abnormal. In the major, it indicates that only one NE is normal, the remaining NEs are abnormal. In the critical, it indicates that all NEs are having abnormal status. Now let us look at the local persistency. From here you have a context menu where you can save the map, save map as, restore map, delete map file. Then the database, you can reset the database. You also have the map manager, which opens up the DMN map management view. We talked about this before on how to retrieve an already saved map by clicking on the retrieve, selecting the map, the desired map from the map tree, and you click the retrieve button to get the map. Close this. We should also look at, you can save a map as and put it in a particular folder on the server, and you can save changes you have made to a map. If you click on save map, it's going to save all the changes you have made on this map. You can duplicate the window. If you click this, it opens exactly the same window as it's here. It's a duplicate. You can close the TVA main window with this, and it always gives you the confirmation to save the map before you close or not. And you can show the console, which is the same thing as clicking on the console button right here. Okay, you can also exit with a confirmation, exit the TVA main window with this confirmation. Now let us look at the view. Under the view, you have the edit tab. You can edit the filter by selecting some conditions, the properties. You can select the symbol name, the symbol type, urgent information, comments, administrative states, operational state, usage, alarm status, let's say supervision state. Okay, then the operator type, maybe is in, is not in, let's say supervised. You add, and to activate this filter you need to apply. Click on the file, apply button, and it applies this to, let's apply it. Let's remove this first, and let us apply it on the root view like this. You see, the root view now shows just the supervised NEs. Okay, you can also add more filter by edit filter, and let's select alarm status, major. Let's select major, add, and file, apply. You notice now that all the NEs under this map are having the major alarm status. It has been filtered based on NEs with major alarm status. You can remove this filter by unchecking the activate filter button, and it restores the map views to the original format. You have the edit command filter, which has the same principles as the edit filter. You can also zoom with the zoom box by selecting this. You click, you drag, allow the box to cover the view that you want to zoom in on, release it, and you have the desired view. You can go back to the view, or you can select preset values, 200, 150, 120, or you can decide to select the fit, which shows the entire view of the map within the window. You can select fit, zoom fit. It's going to fit in the map within the window. Okay, and related views is basically used to associate a particular view to a current view. For instance, let's take a look at this, the root view, and we want to associate all this child view to the root view. We select the relate view and individually select each of the views that we need to relate to the root view, like this. You click the add button, click the add button, and click OK. So now what it means basically is by the time you click on go related view, you can navigate to either of the related view using the go button. Let's say you want to go to 3008 like this, and you go back to the root view, you return back. So they are all related. You can navigate to the related view using this option. Now let's talk about the view parameters. The view parameters allows you to name the map and to select the background type based on the geographical location: Africa, Asian, let's say Middle East. Okay, and you can select the layouts, either row, column. On the row column, it gives you it arranges the network elements in rows and columns, but in the Cartesian layout, it arranges them based on the X, Y coordinates. Let us select this layout first and click OK. You discover that the map of the Middle East is created here. Let us look at this. Okay, now let us apply the row column on this map. You click OK. Discover that the NEs are arranged according to row and column. The display options opens up the options, the property display customization window that allows you to display certain properties of the network elements like the symbol, name, type, alarm status, administrative state, either on the body of the network elements or on the information window. If you check the renderer box, it actually displays these properties on the body of the network elements, while if you check the in-balance box, it displays the properties in the information window. You click apply and close. You see that these properties are displayed on the body, and if you need to open up the information window, you hit the spacebar button and it shows you the symbol name, the symbol type, alarm status. All configured parameters are highlighted in bold fonts, and the undefined parameters are in normal fonts.